Hello and welcome. It's your boy here again, Peach T Hyro here with another update, and today's a doozy. But before we get started, if you look down in the description, you'll see two links, one for Robinhood, one for my course to help finance your lifestyle. Check the description down below. Alright, let's get into the nitty gritty. What we have today is the permanent suspension of Donald J. Trump. He has officially been yeeted off of Twitter indefinitely, permanently, however you want to do it. So, after close review of the recent tweets from the @RealDonaldTrump account and the context around them, specifically how they are being received and interpreted on Twitter, we have permanently suspended the account due to risk of further incitement of violence. Oh, they are doing this. They are doing this in reference to what he tweeted today once he got his account back, and the transgression that happened to the Capitol out of his Save the Vote, Save the America rally. In the context of the horrific events of this week, we have made it clear on Wednesday that additional violations of the Twitter rules will be potentially result in this very course of action. Our public interest framework is this to enable the public to hear from elected officials and world leaders directly. It is built on the principle that people have a right to hold power to account and open. Basically means Twitter was designed so you can talk to your congressman in person without having to use an intermediary, and they will almost be guaranteed to get your message. However, we made it clear going back that these accounts are not above the rules entirely and cannot use Twitter to incite violence, among other things. We continue to be transparent around our policies and their enforcement. The below is a comprehensive analysis of our policy enforcement and approach to this case. Oh dang, they got receipts. Alright, let's see what receipts we got today. On January 8th, so today, Donald J. Trump tweeted, "The 75 million great American patriots who voted for me, America first, and make America great again. We have a giant voice long into the future. We will not be disrespected or treated unfairly in any way, shape, or form." Shortly after, the president tweeted, "To all those who have asked, I am not going to be at the inauguration on January 20th. Alright, so let me interject right quick. The going to the new president's inauguration by the old president is a time-honored tradition, which we all know Trump doesn't really care about, but it's a time-honored tradition. There has not been a single president not to go to his successor's inauguration at all until now. Due to the ongoing tensions in the United States and a uptick in the global conversation regarding two people who have violently stormed the Capitol on January 6, 2021. These two tweets must be read in the context of broader events in the country and the way the president's statements can be mobilized by different audiences. Oh snap. Including to incite violence, as well as the context of the pattern behavior this account in recent weeks. After assessing the language in these tweets against our glorification of violence policy, we have determined that these tweets are in violation of the glorification of violence policy, and the user, the @RealDonaldTrump, should be immediately, permanently suspended from the surface. Ouch. We assess two tweets referenced above in our glorification of violence policy, which aim to prevent the glorification of violence that could inspire others to replicate the violent acts and determine that they highly took place to encourage and inspire people to replicate the criminal acts that took place in the U.S. Capitol on January 6th. Alright, so Twitter's basically saying the way Donald Trump be wording these tweets is fuel to the fire that the people who did the insurrection on the 6th become more emboldened to do it again on the 20th during Biden's inauguration, because it's basically free game because Trump's not going to be there. Trump and his associates won't be collateral damage for whatever they do. Alright, I'm following Twitter. I'm following. This determination is based on a number of factors, including President Trump's statement that he will not be attending the inauguration is being received by a number of his supporters as further confirmation that the election is not legitimate, and seems him disavowing the previous claim made in 2 tweets by his chief of staff, Dan Scavino, that there will be an orderly transition on January 20th. The second tweet may also serve as encouragement to those potentially considering violent acts that the inauguration would be a safe target, like I said, as he would not be attending. The use of the words American patriots to describe some of his supporters is also being interpreted as support for those committing violent acts at the U.S. Capitol. Sounds about right. The mention of supporters having a giant voice long into the future, and they will not be disrespected or treated unfairly in any way, shape, or form, is interpreted as further indication that President Trump does not plan to facilitate an orderly transition, and instead he plans to continue to support, empower, and shield those who believe he won the election. Plans for future armed protests has already been proliferating on and off Twitter, including a proposed secondary attack on the U.S. Capitol and state Capitol buildings on January 17th, 2021. Oh, alright, getting serious up in here. Alright, as such, our determination is that these 2 tweets are likely to inspire others to replicate the violent acts that took place on January 6th. That there will be multiple indicators that they are being received and understood as encouragement to do so. Whoo! Alright. So, Twitter is playing no games. Like, Twitter's like, you done goofed. You done goofed today. Alright, to add to the insult to injury, Trump is officially off of Reddit. They deleted his @DonaldTrump Reddit page. He's off of Facebook. He's off of Etsy. They removed people selling Donald Trump stuff off of Etsy. He's also Facebook. He's off of Instagram. He is off of most social media sites, and anything associated with him is being taken down as we speak. Like, Donald Trump has become a pariah when it comes to any type of thing. And for his people planning on for the main platform that his people have been using, aka Parler, is currently in mucho hot water because it's already been delisted from Google Play. Apple has basically said, either you moderate what's going on, or we're going to take you off the Play Store as well, or the App Store. So Parler might be in for some hot water. Especially if you see some of the some of the posts coming from Parler, they are definitely planning to do something else. Or at least that's what they're saying. And there's a lot of people agreeing that they need to do something because their rights are being infringed or things along those lines. So I'm going to keep y'all updated. Actually, something just came through. Give me 1 second. Because I believe because Donald Trump tweeted something out from the POTUS account. So apparently he tweeted something from the POTUS. The POTUS is the president's Twitter account, which goes in line with their thing of, holding power to consequence. Alright, here we go. Alright. Twitter permanently banned Donald Trump today, as we know. For a brief moment, he managed to tweet out, but not from his regular account, but his suspended account, but from the official POTUS account reserved for the current president of the United States. One that Joe Biden's going to inherit. His message, which was deleted, also cryptically suggests there will be a big announcement soon, and he's looking into the possibility of building our own platform. God, Trump, Twitter, or some craziness. Trump is currently DePlatformed on most social media, which is correct. Alright, let's see what Donald Trump tweeted from the POTUS account. As I have been saying for a long time, Twitter has gone further and further in banning free speech. And tonight, Twitter employees have coordinated with Democrats and the radical left in removing my account from their platform to silence me and you, the 75 million great patriots who voted for me. Twitter may be a private company, but without government's gift of Section 230, they would not exist long. I predicted this would happen. We have been negotiating with various other sites, and we will have a big announcement soon, while we also look into the possibilities of building out our own platform in the near future. We will not be silenced. Twitter is not about free speech. They are all about promoting a radical left platform where some of the most vicious people in the world are allowed to speak freely. Stay tuned. I know that's not Trump's voice, but making Trump's voice makes my vocal cords hurt, so I'm going to give him a more dignified voice when I read his tweets. Oh, so, I don't know about you, but to me, that seems like a very, very clear message to his people that he is hot, and they should be hot because he's hot, and they should do something because he's hot. That's just my take on the matter. That's how I feel about these tweets. But it don't look like he too happy about being deplatformed. He's getting that, Alex Jones treatment from early 2020. But that's all the news I have currently. Once again, I'm your boy, Peach T. Iro. Look down in the description for my offers, and peace out. Wash your hands, wear a mask, peace out, and I love you.